the first time that we met,
It was a weekend in January of 2013.
it was like the weekend before J term.
I went home for the weekend and I wanted to see friends and hang out with people. And so I was a freshman and I called Janine Yoder and I just wanted to hang out with her. And so I called her and I was like, what are you doing this weekend? And she was like, hey, actually, I'm really busy, but you can watch my kids play basketball Saturday morning. I was like, great.
Like one of those things where just the guys were getting together and we were just, having a good time playing games, going out to eat, just hanging out with one another. And so he told us like the day of. I was like, hey, so my brothers have like this basketball game, and you guys want to go? I was like, all right, sure. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Saturday morning, I got up and went to the church. It was in Hilliard, and watched them, walked in, and I sat down. And usually when you sit down, you like scan the area to see and make sure you like don't know anyone, or if you do, you're like, oh, that's weird.
And we all decided to go.
So I looked across the court and I saw 4 guys that I actually recognized from Mount Vernon Nazarene University where I studied.
And while we're there, like, we see these 2 people like waving at us. And I had no idea who they were, but apparently like everyone else did. Like they were waving back, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's Miriam. That's like I know her." I was like, "Yeah, she's the best. I love her."
And I was like, that's weird. Why are they here? It's a Saturday morning at 10 o'clock watching little kids play upward basketball. Like in my brain, I was like, you should be asleep because you played video games all night. Like honestly, I was like, why are you here?
She was like, hey, what are you guys doing here? It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Guys shouldn't be doing this, because she was obviously gender stereotyping, and guys have to do a certain thing at a certain time, and we don't wake up early.
We spent the whole day together. It was really cool because I was with 4 guys. I was on cloud 9. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, woo, like party pretty much.
And she will say that she felt like she was one of the guys, and she was like on cloud 9. I'm pretty sure that's like her exact words.
After the upwards game, we ended up going to watch the movie Gangster Squad.
I think from there we went to Steak and Shake.
Not Steak and Shake first, but Gangster Squad first.
We went to watch the movie. Yeah, I went to I think it was a tavern, and to watch Gangster Squad.
I did, going into that movie, I secretly wanted Kevin to sit by me. You know how you like go in a movie and you file in and that's where you sit? It's like church. You go in and you like sit because of the pews. You don't like awkwardly, you're like, can I pass you? Like, no, you're not gonna do that. So you're gonna just sit where you land. So that's pretty much what I did. I sat where I landed, and I landed by Carson when I really wanted to land by Kevin.
And I think she told me that like later on, like she wanted to sit by me, but
we went to Steak and Shake, and we just hung out a lot. And I remember just making this like weird eye contact with Kevin.
I remember looking at her, and honestly, like not being able to keep away from her eyes. I remember we used to have like this weird contact where she would look at me and I would look away, and it would just be like, it'd be kind of funny because like I probably was totally weirding her out, but I could not stop looking at her. And I just was completely awestruck by like her eyes, and like it captured me.
And so I thought that was really weird because he kept looking at me.
We went to Alex's house, and she came with us because, like, again, she was on cloud 9. She just did not want to go home, apparently.
We watched a movie.
We started talking about movies, and she didn't know what I think it was The School of Rock was with Jack Black, and all of us had already seen it. And she was like, I've never seen it before, but I'll stay and watch it with you. And we ended up like watching the movie. She really enjoyed it, and she ended up leaving. And I think all the guys had asked her like, hey, we should really hang out sometime. And when we're at the back of the Naz or back at the university, and she was like, yeah, of course, we're best friends now, and all they exchanging numbers and all the other stuff. And I think as she was leaving, as I was I asked her, I was like, hey, so is it okay that you and I hang out sometime too? And then she turned around and was like, yeah, of course. And that was kind of the end of that.
At the very end, he was like, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like all the guys wanted to hang out with me, and it was really cool because I met some really nice friends from this day, and they all went to the same college.
And then she messaged me on Facebook saying that hey, guess what? Or I found out that we have the same birthday. And And I was like, oh, that's cool. I mean, like, I've never met anyone that was like had the same birthday as me.
So I added him and he added me, and then he commented that we had the same birthday. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've never met anyone that had the same birthday. That's really cool.
And I had been wanting to ask her for her number for like the longest time.
I always had friends. I never went to the cat by myself. Why would you? That's lonely.
But she was always with a group of girls because she was never by herself, because I don't know, it's just a group thing for girls. It's like you travel in packs. And it's like a herd, and I'm like the lion. And like, you have to have like a game plan to try to like weed out the weak ones so that you can get their numbers. And I don't know why they do that, but they do.
I got the number.
So things that I like about Miriam. I'd say the first thing would be that she definitely makes me laugh.
So he makes me laugh a lot.
Another thing that I like about her is that she's got a servant's heart.
He cares about people so much.
She's super intelligent.
He's really kind to people.
Okay, so last thing is that she's an amazing baker. She has made me so much food, and I cannot wait to marry her and live with her, because I plan on eating all the cookies, all the pizza, anything that is bread related, I am ready to consume. And that was like one of the things that was like on my list to have for a wife or anyone that I dated, because they had to bake.
One more thing I like about Kevin is that he cooks. And honestly, that is like the biggest thing that is on my list. My dad cooks, and my mom would always, and even my dad would always be like, you have to find a guy that cooks, because my dad would always cook for me. Even when I was sick, he always would cater to me a lot. And I knew that was special, and I knew that wasn't normal for every guy to cook. And so that was one thing on my list that I was like, he has to cook. If he doesn't cook, then we're gonna teach him how to cook. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.